So many people seem to be hating on the iPhone 16e for reasons that are actually valid. But here are some things I actually really like about this $599 iPhone 16e. Not the price. I do believe it's overpriced, but let's get to the good stuff. First of all, I love the way this thing looks from the back. The combination of the flat aluminium sides, and yes, that's USB-C, along with the frosted glass back, make me happy in ways which I will describe now. The iPhone 16e just kind of seems like the grown-up child of an iPhone 4 and a slate black iPhone 5. Of course, because of the color and the texture, but along with the single camera on the back. Now, while this does have a 48 megapixel sensor like on the 16 and 16 Pro, it's actually not the same because it's a smaller sensor and therefore it is a little bit worse. But because of the smaller sensor, you actually get a very small camera bump because the lens itself is smaller too, so that is actually kind of refreshing and really nice in a minimalist kind of way. And of course, because this is the iPhone 16, it's running the A18 chip like the iPhone 16, but with one less GPU core, which you're literally not going to notice. That also means that this has 8 gigabytes of RAM, which means yes, it supports Apple Intelligence. This also has the action button instead of the mute switch, which you can bind to visual intelligence or basically anything else, including a Siri shortcut, which can come in really freaking handy. While I wouldn't say that Apple Intelligence is a reason to get the iPhone 16e today, it's going to get better as time goes on, and this phone's going to get updates for at least like the next 5 or 6 years, which means it's going to last a while. And it's going to be a fair bit more powerful than any Android phone you can find at this price point. Something I wasn't really expecting is that the speakers on this thing sound insanely good for the price and the size of the phone. They kind of blew me away because they just sound like iPhone 16 speakers, which I would say are some of the best speakers in any smartphones. But if you were to compare most other aspects of this phone to other Androids of this price point, this is gonna lose like 9 times out of 10. But ultimately, it's a $600 iPhone, which for many people is all that matters because it's a lower entry point into the latest iPhone with most of the latest features. So this is gonna sell quite well, but it might not be a crowd pleaser, to say the least.